The Magic School Bus in the time of the dinosaurs. It was Visitors' Day in our school. Parents, relatives, and friends were coming that afternoon to see our work. In Miss Frizzle's class, we were making the whole room into dinosaur land. Suddenly, Miss Frizzle said, "Please pay attention, children. I have wonderful news." Our class has been invited to a dinosaur dig, explained the phrase. "We'll be leaving right away." As we went out, one kid grabbed a video camera. Others took along model dinosaurs for good luck. When you have the wackiest teacher in school, you need all the luck you can get. We couldn't believe we have to get on that rackety old school bus again. Kids held their lucky dinosaurs tight and hoped for the best. As we rode onto the highway, Miss Frizzle shouted from the driver's seat, "We're on our way to fossil country, kids! Who knows what a fossil is?" Luckily, we have done our homework. We knew a fossil is anything left from a prehistoric animal or plant. After we had been driving for a long time, we came to a desert where people were walking. Miss Frizzle said this was a dinosaur dig. The people were paleontologists, scientists who study prehistoric life. Everyone at the dig was working hard, using all kinds of tools to separate the fossils from the rocks around them. The paleontologists told us they had found the fossil bones of a duck-billed dinosaur called Minosaura. The paleontologists seemed sad. "We were looking for fossil eggs," they said, "but we haven't found any yet." We saw a gleam in Miss Frizzle's eye. Want to look for some Minosaura next, kids?" she shouted. She rushed us out to the bus and drove off. "See you later, Jeff." We hadn't gone far when Miss Frizzle stopped the bus. She turned the dial on the dashboard, and the bus began to change. It looked like a giant alarm clock. Miss Frizzle said it was a time machine. The hand on the clock started moving backward. 1 hour back, 1 day back, 1 year back. Outside the windows, the desert was whizzing by. 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years. We are on our way to the time of the Minosaura. "Hang on, class!" yelled the Frizz. Ring, ring! The alarm went off. We heard Miss Frizzle say, "Whoops! We had a little machine trouble." We went back. Too far in time, but it's nothing to worry about. We missed the time of the Minosaura by millions of years. Class, we're in the late Triassic period, the time of the early dinosaurs. The Frizz pointed some dinosaurs that were hunting on the bank of the river. "Their name is Coelophysis," she said. "These early dinosaurs were small and light. The giant dinosaurs did not develop until later. Develop until later. Suddenly, a huge reptile rose out of the water and opened its huge mouth. "That is not a dinosaur," Miss Frizzle said. is a phytosaur, a crocodile-like reptile. The phytosaur caught a little dinosaur and pulled it underwater. We want to get back on the bus pronto, but Miss Frizzle said we had to learn about Triassic plant life. We are exclaiming from ferns when Miss Frizzle shouted, "Look at these terrific sauropods! They were the first dinosaurs to eat plants." A sudden downpour caught us by surprise, but the dinosaurs went right on eating. We ran for the bus and Fizzy shouted, and Fizzy called, "Get ready to go forward in time, kids!" The last things we saw before we took off were some small furry animals. Miss Frizzle said they were the first mammals. The hand on the clock moved ahead, and the Triassic rainforest whizzed out of sight. "Ring, ring!" The alarm went off, and we heard Miss Frizzle say, "Oh no, we have stopped too soon. It was the late Jurassic period, the age of giants." "Notice these sauropods, dinosaurs, children," said Miss Frizzle. "They were kind of impossible to miss. They were the largest land animals that ever lived." Under a pile of leaves, we found some dinosaur eggs just about to hatch. Nearby, some Stegosaurus plant dinosaurs were eating plants. One of the Stegosaurus had a hurt leg. Suddenly, an Allosaurus approached the wounded Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus' spiked tail lashed out. It missed Allosaurus by an inch. What would happen next? We held our breath. Allosaurus started close and took a big bite. Then it moved back and waited. Stegosaurus got weaker and weaker. It had become food for Allosaurus. As we ran for the time machine, Miss Frizzle pointed out some strange birds. "The first birds appeared in the late Jurassic," she said. Then she pushed the fast forward button and shouted, "Myosaura, here we come!" Ring, ring! The alarm went off again. We looked out, and then we freaked out. Once again, we have stopped too soon. Here we are in the late Cretaceous period, announced Miss Frizzle. At this time, there was a sea right in the middle of our continent. Out the windows, enormous sea reptiles swam by. Overhead, flying reptiles glided past, dipping their beaks in the water to catch fish. We were going a little wet, so the fish set the clock ahead again. The next thing we knew, we had traveled forward to millions of years. Now we were at the very end of the Cretaceous period. This was the time of the last dinosaurs. This was the time we have been looking for. As soon as we got off the bus, we saw the Cretaceous world was different. The weather was cooler. There were colorful flowers and fruits everywhere. And there was a lot of new plant-eating dinosaurs. These plant eaters could chew better than any other dinosaurs, said Miss Frizzle. They have terrific teeth to grinding, and they have cheeks. We were watching the plant eaters chew when some Tyrannosaurus approached. They were some of the largest meat eaters ever. Their mouths were giant biting machines with 60 60 sharp, stabbing teeth. The Tyrannosaurus was scary enough. Then a pack of troodonts showed up too. They were small, but there were a lot of them. I began circling the bus to see what it was. We sized up the situation and ran. As we came over the crossover hill, we saw an incredible sight. It was the Maiasaura nesting ground. We weren't the only ones who had found the Maiasaura. The troodon had followed us. They invented the nesting ground. The Maiasaura parents defeated their young. All at once, a sandstone blew up. In minutes, a thick layer of sand covered the dinosaurs. Everything happened so fast. There was no way we could help the dinosaurs. Maybe they would become fossils. Back in the bus, Miss Fiddle drove forward in time. We thought we were going home. But on our way, the bus screeched to a stop. We are in the very last minutes of the Cretaceous period, said Miss Fiddle. A bright light was shining in the sky. Notice that asteroid, said the Frizz. It's a huge rock from outer space. Soon it will hit the Earth. The Frizz pushed the forward button and we started again. When the alarm rang, we were back in our own time. The paleontologists were worried about us and came looking for us. We gave them a tip on the fossil seed. Then we waved goodbye and drove back to school. Go that way about 100 steps and start digging. I'll bet you'll find some Maiasaura nests if you say so well. We send you a copy of our video. In the classroom, we made a chart of our trip to the dinosaurs. Just as we were finishing it, people started coming in for Visitors' Day. My sailor fossils live in the Jurassic period. My Allosaurus belongs in the Jurassic. Where should I put my Triceratops? I lost my dinosaur. Too bad. Hey, Arnold, wasn't that dinosaur adventure amazing? This is my idea of adventure. That's my boy. Dinosaurs we'd like to see. The villagers admired everything. Admired everything. They had never seen such fabulous projects, such wonderful books, or such an incredible video. And of course, they have never met a teacher quite like Miss Fizzle. Your teacher seemed to an interesting person. She loves science. She likes scissors too, and test boots, and slime, and mud, and experiments. And she designs all her own clothes. To the dinosaur exhibit.